this look is kind of like a mullet. It is street car in the front, race car in the back. Good morning, guys. So back in the garage again, working on my favorite Mustang over here. I don't know if this is my favorite Mustang. It's my Mustang. Working on my Mustang, and we got some parts for it. Unfortunately, they're probably not going on just yet. I got a brand new AC condenser. Look at that. Can you see it in there? Brand new. Very nice to just put a brand new one in this thing so I don't have to deal with that old one and potentially not having good enough flow to the radiator. So I figured I'd just pop a new one in there, call it good. And then I'm gonna pull the seats out because we're not gonna be running these seats, and it'll make everything so much easier to deal with once I don't have seats in here to deal with. I'm gonna pull the back seats out because no need to have those. Pull basically all of the interior out of the back that I don't need, and then I'll probably end up doing a rear seat delete, like the panel that people do with like some carpet on it, just so it looks a little nicer. But definitely don't need these. It's just I don't know, kind of useless in my opinion. Haven't decided yet. I may leave the stock 3-point in and also do harnesses, because if you do street drive this thing a lot, it is nice to just put on a 3-point seatbelt, but it will have a cage in it, so it's probably safest to just have harnesses. Haven't fully decided yet. Probably end up just pulling them out simplicity wise. Regret removing that seat. Looks like somebody diarrheaed in the passenger seat. Pulled out the back seat, and it's crazy how much deeper this goes. And then there's also this like really thick sound deadening stuff, heat deadening probably under here, so I'll pull all that out, and then we'll have so much more space for bags or whatever back here, because you know this car isn't huge, so the more interior space we can get, definitely the better. I mean, I have a lot of stuff I got to bring with me, just, you know, bags, race suit, all that kind of stuff, tools, so all things we got to consider when building this car. Found some interesting stuff. This visitor guide, found a receipt from Publix for 3 24-packs of Coca-Cola. Found this rock that is painted like Dory from Finding Nemo. Found a couple of playing cards. They're like quizzes. Question: what kind of flower does Fiona ask Donkey to find in the forest? Answer: blue flower with red thorns. Just working away on pulling all the interior out. I mean, I could leave these side, you know, like armrests slash dress up panels, I guess you'd call them, but I really don't care for them. I don't know, they don't really bother me not having them. I kind of just want everything factory from here up to an extent, you know. I don't need anything back here, and by not having them I gain so much space, and you know, every square inch counts in this thing. I'm telling you guys, when you pack for a freaking drag and drive event, at least me, I want every square inch I can have. And if I can take, you know, 30 pounds out of the back of this thing, I will definitely do that. Could use some like dry ice and take all this off. Maybe, I don't know if it's really worth all that. It does kind of help with sound and heat, so maybe I'll just leave it for that reason. And since I'm not going to run a fuel cell back there, I don't need a firewall here, so that adds a lot of pass through. So if there's anything taller or, you know, bags or anything, all part of these things that I am trying to think about on this car. Trying to think in the future on this deal for what we're building it for. But I am definitely happy with how much space this is. This is killer. Both seats are out. Time to vacuum up this, vacuumed all that, and it is looking a lot better in here. Much cleaner. I mean, the Camaro doesn't have anything like that just look at this, like it has door cards, fiberglass dash, stock center console, and then everything back is gone. And I've always kind of liked the look of it. There's nothing that rattles or anything, which is kind of nice. And then there's no rear seat here at all. So nice to have this out. This seat was probably the worst seat I've ever been in, and it weighs a lot. I'm curious on the weight on this. Let's see. 208, so it's like 45-ish pounds. Pretty heavy seat. We got a little bit of a drizzle out here, boys. There's Bowser over there, chilling, getting rained on. All right, I just ran out to get some carpet cleaner. I grabbed this Armor All and Turtle Wax. I'm gonna give these a try, see if they can fix this nasty carpet. Oh no, hopefully I didn't just break that. Probably not. But see if they can fix this nasty carpet. While I was driving around, I was just kind of looking at my local fast food establishments around me. And the Long John Silver's caught my eye. And this Long John Silver's is connected to a Taco Bell. And I started thinking, I wouldn't go to that Taco Bell because it's connected to a Long John Silver's. Now, I've never eaten there. And for those of you that don't know, it's fast food centered around fish, which, man, fish I don't think belongs in fast food. It's just, it doesn't sit well with me. It seems wrong. I love fish, advocate for eating fish. I have eaten a lot of fish in my life, but for fast food fish, just kind of, I don't know, it gives me a little squeamish. Does anybody else feel that? Does anybody eat at Long John Silver's? Is it good? I've never heard anybody say, I'm gonna get some Long John Silver's. I've never seen like a bag in the trash. I've never seen, you know, anything of somebody eating at Long John Silver's. And I'm just wondering, is it a hidden gem or is it a stay away from? Because it seems pretty rough, if I'll be honest. If any of you guys out there maybe own a Long John Silver's franchise, I'm sorry, but I don't understand it, and I would love to be enlightened on it. I'm gonna get some gloves on and get after it. Maybe use the mix of the vacuum and the carpet cleaner. Which one you guys think is gonna be better? I'm thinking the Turtle Wax one's gonna be better. It's got more of an aggressive bristle on it, which I think might help us in this situation. Well, I used both of them. I can honestly say I think the Turtle Wax did a little better. Maybe there's a different Armor All. This one is more like seats and upholstery. Maybe there's one that's for just carpets and mats. I didn't see it, but I would probably just get the Turtle Wax if I were to do it again. And it actually came out pretty good. It's not perfect, but once there's a seat over that, you're not even gonna notice. Driver spot came out way better. It looks pretty clean now, honestly. This really not bad. I'm actually really happy with how the carpet came out. This car, stock carpet. This car has carpet that is from just a speaker box. Like if you're gonna make a speaker system in your car, I just have that and it's glued down. And then the 240 has like roll-on bed liner, and that's kind of a cool deal too. But I think it's a little, I mean, it's not heavy. It's just a little odd for like a true street car like this. And that I don't like because it kind of wears out a little bit if you get in and out a lot. I don't see myself, you know, getting in and out of this all that much, but I do like just keeping the, you know, OEM style. It would be cool if I went all the way back, but it doesn't, so we get what you get. Well, I pulled the center console out so I could get the shifter out and the handbrake. I need to build the same type of plate that I did in the Camaro so that I can have the shifter in there. You see I just kind of put like a little metal plate that wrapped around the trans tunnel, and then I just mounted the shifter to it. I don't know if I need to put it back farther or higher. I don't have the shifter yet, so I can't fully put it in a spot yet, but need to start prepping for it anyways. So now I can just clean all this up and lay the center console back in until I have everything I need. But definitely a pain in the butt. I don't understand. I'll say this 1,000 times. Ford, why do you use so many different size nuts and bolts? Like you'll use a 7 and a 10 right next to each other. They could all be 10s or 7 millimeters. Like you don't need to do this. We can talk about this, Ford. You don't need to do this. Killing me, Ford. You're killing me. Making me get up and down a million times. That beautiful door chime. So I was here trying to make this other blinker work, and I got it to work. It's kind of a pain in the butt because it's just this one wire right here that has to connect to another wire right there on that harness. Just use this test lead to kind of check if that was correct, and it is. So just this one wire right here. Ford, really? You couldn't just send it that way and make it go into the main harness with everything? You just have one wire there. Okay, back underneath the car now because it looks like I'll be taking a nice trip to the dump tomorrow. I am going to take all these fuel lines, the brake lines off because I'm redoing all the brake lines. All the fuel lines that go back here, this one's staying, the fuel filter is going. Other than that, there's not a whole lot. Take the e-brake cables off. I've said it before and I always will say it, wear safety glasses when you're working underneath a car. I mean, there's always dirt falling off of an older car like this. Just always, everything you touch, just dirt falls off. So wear safety glasses. But took off the e-brake cables, all the fuel lines, so a bunch of fuel lines, brake line that goes to the back, and we have nothing left under here to pull off besides once the diff has to come out. I am sweating. So I loaded up the truck here, ready to go to the dump. It has basically just a full bed full of some 90s interior. Thankfully the dump is right up the street, but it's pretty rough looking. Yeah. So these were some lights that I had sitting on the side. This hose is just shot. There's a Bowser. Got a little fire going of some cardboard I had and some trees, some branches. How you doing, bud? Chilling? His house over here, pretty rough. That's his burrow, but that's his burrow. It goes down there under that way. I imagine sometime last night when it was raining he scooted out of there, came under the trailer. You're lucky you got the trailer right here, buddy. Man, I just got a rant here a little bit. So, you know, you can see the bed of my truck. It's got some stuff in it. And here is this basically brand new Porsche Boxer, just like, you know, 5 feet off the back of my truck. Like, dude, are you just like, do you have no common sense? Like, I trust that nothing's gonna fall out, but like, do you really follow, like, it's a 3-lane road. Do you really follow a truck that's filled with trash that closely? Just weighed in at 8,400 pounds, heavyweight. Dumped 320 pounds of mostly Mustang interior, and it cost me $20, so not bad. I'll tell you guys, it is taking everything in me to not pull these spindles off. I am trying very hard to refrain myself from doing it because it's all one unit right now, and once I take the spindles off, then it's just a huge, difficult to move, you know, piece of motor trans. Right now I can, you know, pull it up onto the trailer and get rid of it, or somebody can come take it. But once I pull these spindles off, it becomes a whole different ball game. I'm honestly debating on going to a junkyard again and grabbing, you know, 2 spindles, because there's a bunch of them local, and it'd just be probably my smarter move, but it's not gonna be the cheapest. It's not gonna be the cheaper move, but it would be the smarter move. So I don't know, still torn. Well, the rain really picked up, but that'll do it, guys. It was just an interior video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Keep it saucy. I will see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.